Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the Seercast. It has been quite a while, but today I am here with Runic.
Hello everyone, all your bases are belong to us.
All your base are belong to us, so please.
Quiet, it's the same thing.
No, it isn't.
Lime?
What's my intro again?
Good question.
That's
Geena? Geena? Earth to Geena?
Oh. Yeah, so I totally came to the conclusion through some really long pieces of string or otherwise that once again Sliska is behind everything.
God damn it. Fang?
By the way, she still can't into Shadow Realm.
Okay.
That shouldn't even be news. Fang? Who may or may not be here. I guess
Boss the Fang. Big.
Yeah, I guess he's AFK for a second. Kitten?
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there
I
yet?
believe Thorlah is in the chat, and Walter is definitely in the
He's
chat.
in.
Yes, Thorlah is in the chat. So, it has been quite a while, and because of this, it has actually been well over a month since our last Seercast.
Wait,
and
you
since
forgot
then-
to introduce Walter.
What?
Who's
You
Walter?
forgot to introduce.
No, I didn't forget to introduce
Yeah, you
Walter.
did.
I said then Walter's also in chat.
Oh.
I did. See? I told you. God damn it,
Yeah,
people.
see?
And hi, Fang.
Hi, I just got back.
But yeah, so since our last Seercast, there have been a month's worth of updates that hasn't really been a month's worth of updates, as well as Shadow over Ashdale and a couple lore campfires and lore future updates podcasts.
Lots of lore spamminess.
There has been
It's a
quite a
lore.
bit of lore spamminess in the last like 2 weeks. So we'll be covering that a lot, as well as just touching on these other updates. First things first, new gloves are in the game. The level 90 ranged and magic gloves, power gloves from Order of Ascension and Celestial Dragons, respectively. That
Yay,
is a
suddenly they're
thing.
useful.
Yeah, yay. Old content.
No, they're not because the gloves are terrible.
Not really older content, but... Well,
Yeah,
they're
they
only
finally
found
gave
on
them blocks.
task.
It didn't make me want to cry, so...
Well, are Celestial Dragons their own Slayer task now? I don't even know.
Yeah, they're their own stairs.
Okay. I haven't gotten one, but yeah. Because that's
I haven't
all
either,
I get
'cause
are
I've been only
freaking
doing,
gargoyles.
All I do is, Abyssal Demons. But maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Okay,
Bother.
but yeah, then they added the bank changes, which are actually super useful.
Mm-hmm.
I am very much a fan of those.
And,
Who knew that
resets
putting
as well.
stuff in between stuff would actually do that?
Put
Yeah.
the thing in the other thing.
No,
Yeah.
no. I've had
No.
enough of the pit.
So I did that once just to win, okay? No more.
When a mommy and a daddy.
No.
No.
That's the completely wrong way.
Nope.
That is too far, man.
But, the presets are just fantastic.
Yeah, I love the
I mean,
presets.
people stirred up controversy about, having to buy them, but seriously, you have like 500 of them, what do you need more for?
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
They helped me finally get my line bot.
Yeah.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, he did get multiple line bots.
Line has lots of line bots. This is true.
I know.
I'm building a robot.
Have you gotten you've gotten like one glove so far though? With all your line bots?
Yeah, just one.
Oh yeah, so speaking of put the thing in the other thing, I just got abducted to the pit, and guess what I'm playing?
Put the thing in the other thing?
Exactly.
Punch the sheep.
Lols.
Wait.
That's oh god.
It's my favorite game.
But
thing-
I
the other
cannot
thing.
even pit. But yeah, so the bank changes, great. Very very useful, but relatively minor. Also, you have the Master Skill Cape update, which was last week, which is nice. I actually haven't seen anybody in game with one, but I'm sure I just haven't
Neither
looked
have I.
hard enough.
Mind you, I haven't been in game much, but still.
Yeah,
I already have
It's a
around
really
that.
varying number.
12,000.
12,000 people have a 120 LOL DG cape, and I think barely half of that have any of the other capes.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well, DG actually
I
has
don't.
something. There is actually
But that's because
something
LOL
to read.
DG has lore.
It's because
Yeah.
LOL DG has levels.
Yeah, it actually
it has
And
levels
LOL
and
DG
it's
is a
scales.
comp
That's
requirement. That's why that's the case. There's also the combat improvements, which were added stuff to PvP, or
They were
added
pretty minor.
XP to PvP and changed the way that some of the interfaces work, which is nice.
They added 2 new hotbar buttons for us by removing quick inventory, but apparently
Which
that's
is their way of improving them.
They still
no,
work
it
with
is
quick
going to be
inventory
improved
to me,
at one point.
so.
Well, actually, that is an improvement.
I like how they
It is-
are because they didn't actually kill my quick spam food button.
Yeah, because you can just set the spam food button as that, and it doesn't break, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that.
You can also move the target pane above monsters now, which is awesome.
Does that actually have any uses?
can
I haven't tried it.
Well, if, like, for example, you're tired of seeing it directly above the monster and you want to put it, like, in a specific spot on the screen...
I
so
have
you
mine
it
disabled.
Can. I do too. I was just screwing around with it in dungeoneering, but I'm like, that's really cool. It's not...
Wait, there's a thing.
but it's
How
cool.
do I get this?
If you attack a monster, when their thingy appears above their head, there's a little lock button. If you click on it, you can freely move it around wherever you place it last.
Wait, you mean I have to attack something and then...
yes, you have to attack something.
Gina doesn't do violence.
Gina cannot into combat.
Yeah.
I'm attacking
There are a whole
something
lot of
and...
things
What?
Gina cannot
Why is it
into.
in the corner of the screen? What just happened?
Oh, and you can turn chat...
I lost it,
off,
guys.
which is
Help, I
great.
lost it.
Basically, it sounds like Walter says it would be nice for prayer bosses, like Nex,
Yeah.
Astera, the trio, etc.
Okay, I'm so confused.
That is
I
very
found it.
true. Astia Frostweb as well.
Guys, I can't do this. Guys,
What?
clicking it, and it's going all over the place.
You have to click
Gina
it and
broke it.
yourself.
Yes, I just broke it.
Gina's
job,
incredibly good
Gina.
at breaking
Guys,
things.
how do I move it? It won't move anywhere. It just kind of floats around oddly.
Gina, until you
You
can
click
stop
block
breaking
button.
things, you will never be able to get into the Shadow Realm.
Okay, anyways.
That's just
I've broken her heart.
So, yes, those things have happened and they are nice.
Chisel.
Also, something that happened was the spring event, which was 2 weeks of wasting my time. I mean, what?
2 weeks of me not playing any RuneScape, basically.
Yeah, that
So I
too.
didn't care.
It was okay.
I've been obsessed.
Yeah,
with
the spring
Overwatch.
event was
I couldn't even-
terrible, and nobody cared for it except for those Slayer tickets, which are amazing.
Which I
See
haven't.
Decide actually has a kind of cool interface. It looks
I mean,
pretty
like,
good.
It's cool, I'm just never gonna use it.
Ape Run was a good it's a good mini game if you don't overdo it. Unlike Trouble Brewing, which is always a good mini game except for rewards.
I
Who
really...
plays things for not
I
rewards?
think Cabbage Face Bunch Bonanza could be better by a long shot, but...
It'd be nice if there was a
It was
little bit more
fun-
variation.
It was fun when you could have no PK games, but then they broke it.
Yeah, if they hadn't have gotten rid of that, I think the game would feel a little more successful to me, just because...
I don't honestly
it's
even know
very
what that...
tiring dealing with people that are constantly purposely trying to screw you over. Because people want to get the best score they can, not get screwed by 80
Okay,
people.
but-
I don't know, if there's like a little bit more
The
variation
only
in...
point of killing
types of
yourself is
games-
to mess up other people.
Ah!
Let's not talk over each
I
other.
totally agree with you too. More variation would be really welcome.
Just if there was like some other choice of game or who knows what, like different game modes. I don't even know how that would work. It would probably be too much for the actual update. But
Capture
it'd be
capture
more.
the
Just
cabbage.
maps would be cool.
different map
maps.
layouts especially. That'd be
Yeah.
like if it just randomizes it. That'd be nice.
I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure that every single run, the stuff is in the exact same place.
Yeah.
It's just like barricades and stuff scoot around occasionally, but that's just resets every run.
Yeah, like different maps, different game styles would be great. Especially maps. Like they did it for Heist. Like why couldn't they do that for something significantly more simple
Yeah.
Yeah.
than that? Like even just make it different shapes, make it
Heist
different.
is great.
Like
I like
This is okay.
instead of it being the long strip, make it be like triangular, make it like there's just a whole bunch of things they could have done that would have changed whatever, but maybe eventually they'll have an update to it and
It was-
add extra
it was
stuff,
okay.
but yeah.
It's okay in its current state, I feel.
I didn't vote for it. I voted for the more traditional event, just because
I think we never
traditional
looked
I
at
voted
it
for it
really
because
is
I
my
think
thing.
it was an event at first, and I decided. Now I kind of regret it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy that I voted for it. I like that event.
See, I didn't
where
even
they
get
go
the
to.
emote from it.
I didn't get that either.
I did it that little that I didn't even get the emote from it, and I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, one thing about the emote that I was tempted to ask about, but never got a chance to because I kept forgetting. But apparently, I'm not sure if it affects you after the event ends. But apparently, if you joined Godless, you have a chance of kicking a cabbage or monkey. But if you're on
Okay.
either side, you kick the
I have
opposite.
info
I'm
on
not
this.
No.
I have info on
I
this.
know what it is.
I have info
sided-
on this.
just not sure if that carries
I
on
switched to
afterwards.
Godless. I switched to Godless before the end, and it just alternates between the two, and I see everyone else just kicking one or the other.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm just not sure if that still screws you after the event's over and you can't do anything about
it.
it.
Over, and it seems you are stuck with whatever you got.
Oh, okay.
GG. Yeah, I did. I don't think if the emote was something that you bought, I didn't get it.
You
No,
don't
you
buy
don't.
it.
Well,
You just get
You
it
had to
for
earn it
paying
by
up.
doing what, 40 rounds?
Yeah,
surviving.
40 rounds as a
Survive
person.
40 rounds in total.
Yeah, I
Oh, I
would
may have
I would
done
be
it then.
impressed if I got 30.
I may have done it then because I did.
If the scoreboard's still up, you might be able to see.
That's true.
I mean, I could always just check my emotes.
Or that.
Yeah, that's the other thing I'm really disliking recently, is when they add new emotes and you don't have them unlocked, you can't see that. You can't see most of the new emotes that they add. So I didn't even know it existed until it was too late.
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
know it existed until you were just talking about it. Like, I legitimately had no idea that was a
I
thing.
don't know why they keep hiding emotes, but they keep doing it.
I used to be an email collector, and then everything just got so hidden in stuff and
I
cabbage.
don't even. It's like I don't even care, but it's just like a completionist. Well, that would be nice to have, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah. So moving on along from that, I do want to say before we move completely along that I'm sorry, Michelle, but the marimba voice acting had left quite a bit to be desired. While
Yeah.
the Brassica voice acting was Maud Raven being Maud Raven, so
I would also
I
like
think
to
the
add
problem was
Brassica-
they busted their entire effects budget on the Brassica Prime and then forgot to monkeyfy Mod Michelle.
yeah.
I'll say
Oh,
that the
Brassica-
characterization for Marimba was good.
Yeah, I just have one
Yeah.
thing for Brassica. Real hobos wear Lord Deep hats. That is all.
And poor Holstein.
Yeah.
Poor
Poor
Holstein.
Godless in general, really.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
actually talking to T.S. Church on Twitter, who wrote the RuneScape books, and he thought it was hilarious that Karamir got shit thrown at her.
I thought it was funny too.
That was,
I did too.
That did make me laugh.
I'd just like to point out that if you edit all the cabbage related stuff out of Brassica's spiel of how the universe was created, it would probably make sense. Like, it would probably be factually correct.
I'm inclined to agree.
In before cabbage-centered map of the universe. In before Runic and Lime argue for 3 days about said map.
Origins
Oh,
of
no,
There's
Half
four.
stores.
There's
And
four.
also, so
again.
this
Not
guy,
again.
this guy named Cabagio Sokolos said cabbage, and suddenly the universe.
Oh
Aliens.
Oh god.
god. Aliens.
Aliens.
Oh
Lime,
man.
I challenge you to a cabbage map of the universe duel.
Oh no.
Done.
What did I create?
A
We're gonna get, like,
monster.
We're gonna get 20 copies of different maps all on Twitter within the next hour.
Oh no.
I hope so.
I'm working on this
Anyways.
now.
Anyways.
We will
moving
bring you the
along.
results of this competition next Seercast. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for the next thing.
Soon.
6 months later.
But yeah, so moving along, some of the smaller updates coming this next month.
Use
Are-
update, I just got a thieving level.
Grats, spam. But yeah, there's an Ancient Combat update coming up. That is pretty interesting.
Sorry.
15 new additions to combat, each with a distinctly Zerosian flavor, because Zeros is, as everybody
spicy.
knows, the god of high levels.
No.
And tentacle porn.
Don't
Why?
forget, Zeros is apparently also the god of flavor.
Oh,
Sorry,
Salty.
Brassica.
Wait, but isn't that Brassica?
Well,
No,
hey, this
no.
is Zerosian flavor,
Oh,
not
you-
Brassican flavor.
Oh, guess that's true. Okay. There are 3 new tentacle-themed abilities for magic, melee, and ranged. Why tentacles? I don't know. I don't want to know. That is
Okay,
just like...
I
don't
would like to
think-
call
We know
in
what the
Gesserdes
designer
right
of
now
this
because
update
he knows
likes.
exactly what I'm thinking.
I'm actually
Gina,
curious
go.
who's this update.
What?
Gina, go. What were you saying?
Saying Gesserdes knows
Next person.
exactly the reason I am thinking of.
Oh, well, why is Gesserdes not here anyway?
Because he's a Serador.
He's at its
Okay. 91 Constitution will see the addition of Ice Asylum, which is a group healing ability, which seems nice, especially for bossing.
I heard it sounds really azzy too, for some reason.
From what I can see, that is probably a really good KK ability.
Or Virago.
It's just
Or
really
any
a
of the
decent
major
boss
bosses.
I'm not really that experienced with Viraga, but yeah, for KK that'll work.
Well,
there's
yes,
also
I'll
4...
cram and
I was getting the music.
I don't even know.
Munch munch. There are also...
Yeah, we can hear
4
your
new...
food anyway.
Yeah. There are also 4 new combat familiars based on the Nihil.
Yay, mini Nexus.
They'll all be some decent combat level and level 87 summoning.
Which I actually
and-
have, like what?
Hopefully,
Gina can
we'll
into
start
summoning.
getting some, hopefully Jagex will do like something useful with these guys, and that will finally start the evolution of summoning.
Hopefully.
evolution.
Like, look,
of
They do seem to have unique passive combat buffs.
Yeah.
I guess to you, and hit rather hard. And there'll be a...
if they can show us what they do with these, then we can finally start to make like some reasonable suggestions for what to do with,
Summoning. Because it's totally fucked.
Yeah, at least combat-wise, it's totally broken. Like,
Most
the
players
non-combat
are
is great,
very
but
useless.
yeah, it's the combat, the help in combat that just is completely not there.
I've been plugging this for ages, but I really think it would be awesome if they use Beast of Burden inventories were just added to your inventory space.
Wait.
Don't know how they would
That
do
would-
that, but
that'd
yeah,
be
that would be
Yes.
nice.
confusing.
In our inventory itself to do it. I mean, if you look at the way our inventory is set up,
It seems a
Oh
little
my.
bit
Okay,
broken.
don't eat into the microphone.
Yeah, the munch, munch, munch.
literally, the funniest part is my mic is like pointed the opposite direction.
But yeah,
But-
I can see how that would work, but it would kind of screw over people who like to minimize all the little boxes, so then you just have a giant scroll wheel or scroll bar going down the side of it.
Yeah.
But I can see how it would look, but it'd be a little bit confusing on how it would cross over.
It would be fairly useful though.
It'd be quicker, but it would kind of defeat the purpose of the familiar is holding the item. Just be
Yeah,
like,
that's
well,
true.
I got all this stuff with me, and this thing, I have to have this thing summoned in order to use it, or something like that. But
Yeah.
That would be weird.
That is
Yeah,
true.
the,
be cool, but
the ingredients for summoning said Nihil are dropped from the Nihil, I guess, what do you want to call it, a mini-boss?
Yeah,
they're
mini
essentially a
bosses.
mini
they're
boss.
basically a mini boss,
They're already mini decks.
My map of the universe.
and you can buy them as Slayer tasks.
Yep, and they will be unlockable as Slayer targets, along with the Muspa, and they're adding Dragon Haste, since people use Haste,
Even
Say-
more.
Dragon Throwing Knives, since people use those, and Dragon Magic Wands, since people will use those,
Everybody.
because we love our level 60 weapons.
Because we need dragon everything for some reason.
Yeah,
I think they're just
apparently.
rushing to finish it off because they're like,
Nobody
Yeah,
uses
this
these.
is-
Let's just throw
Well,
them
at
all
least
in.
they are dragon weapons straight from Frenescae.
that's true.
That's true.
They are.
yeah.
The Muspa high score isn't happening, but they're planning to implement a change in the seasonal reward system. I know Runic is interested in this. Rank 1 in any high score, new and old, will receive the Supreme title. 2 through 100 in all newer cycles will receive a modified version of said title.
So now
I'm
actually
excited.
going for high scores is decent.
Worth it.
It isn't obscene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently tried to go for the Scion title, and 10 hours in I had 12k kills, which wasn't exactly a good pace, but anyhow, it's really absurd.
It's so grindy.
It requires you literally to do nothing but that for
A good 48
15
hours.
hours a day.
No, life
No,
for-
48 hours straight, no stops generally to win the Scion.
I mean, I spent some time with Zoink tanking Krill for him so he could do the fun weapons thing and just...
There's
nonstop.
always that one person that's like astronomically ahead of people, and they're number 1, and then there's a giant gap between 1 and 2, and then
And
all the
it's
others
because-
are...
And it's
idea.
usually because people will sit there and help them.
Yeah.
Or they multi-account or something like that. And
Well, it
it's
depends
just,
on the high score.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's a reason that Zizima was ahead on one of them recently. And that's because everybody's like, oh,
Yeah.
Zizima? Yeah, I'll help you.
yeah. But yeah, so there's that.
That would have been the healing one.
Yep.
Okay, so Ancient Combat, that is a nice addition to
One
combat.
more thing
I'm
to add
curious
to
to
the
see.
seasonal is that we don't know when the new 2 to 100 thing will be released. I've been asking Jack about that, but no answer.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe that'll be with the Ancient Combat because that
would be
not,
nice.
I don't know.
The most part wasn't intended to get the 2 to 100 system, so
Ugh.
I doubt
We'll
it'll
see.
be with the Muspa.
Who knows? But there's also a Ninja Dungeoneering update where you have a new Slayer task. You have the ability to pay tokens to skip floors.
Yes!
New chaotic weapon,
Why
which
would you want
could
to skip floors?
Because nobody
I don't
wants
know.
to do those fucking
If you wanna
frozen
reset.
floors.
I mean, I don't even
for
mind
for
rushing
quick
them, to be
resets,
honest.
I guess.
Like,
I hate
I
rushing.
retired from C1s and moved on to C2s, and I've been satisfied with that ever since.
There you go.
Fair enough. There's also a new resource dungeon, finally.
Yay.
That's only 2 years late.
I know.
Especially after they
Maybe
got the
3
number wrong
years
on their
late.
initial announcement.
Technically, we got a new one only a couple of months ago.
Technically.
Not technically.
Not like there's anything really in there, but...
Except for Celestial Dragons.
Wait.
Oh, I thought you were talking... Oh, okay, I'm thinking
Wait, what
about
were you thinking?
Thorn,
Yeah,
actually.
But, I'm interested in the new Slayer task the most, actually.
Wait, there's a DG Slayer task thing?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
I'm very curious what it is.
I don't know what it is. There's,
There's a new chaotic weapon.
Yep.
probably a chaotic wand, although it could be a one-handed crush weapon.
I would love a chaotic bow.
To me, it's between three
I
things.
guess it could be a bow as well.
To me, it's between three things. A one-handed / dual-wield crush weapon, throwing weapons, or a spear.
I don't think it's not going to be throwing.
I'm
because
still hanging around wondering
there's
if
no way
it's
it's throwing.
I think
Because
it's
throwing
gonna be
weapons
an
are
item.
its own ammo.
I think it's going to be a shield bow, personally. It'll compete with the Zerite bow.
Yeah, it
Okay.
could be a shield bow.
Could
But
be
we
shield.
don't have
I want a
integrity.
bow
It's
sword,
not
just
going
guys.
to be it's not going to be an 80 weapon for magic.
Yeah, we know that.
You know
All
how
All
you know
magic
how
weapons
bent out of
stay-
shape the next killers get.
Well,
Why
that's
would
Geena-berry.
why wouldn't it be? Because the thing that the level 80 tier is missing is a wand.
It has Virtus
There is
wand.
no level 80 wand. There's no wand between level 70
Virtus
and level
wands.
or 75
Virtus.
and 90. Oh, there is Virtus?
level 80.
Never
Virtus
mind.
wand.
Yeah, that's why the next
Yeah.
people would get all of it.
No, well, never mind.
That's
It's
why I
really
figured that
the
out.
only
That's
good
why I
drop
think it's going to be a.
test.
It makes sense because
Because,
the shield, though.
It's the tankier version of the Zerite bow, so it's lesser damage, still free arrows. I would hope, but
I doubt it, but maybe. We'll
makes
see.
sense to me. Especially because we don't really have arrows above dragon.
Yeah, because all of the arrows, all of the bows use their own ammo.
Yeah, dark arrows don't really count because nobody does dark beasts.
Yeah. A lot lies. We have dark arrows for level 70. Okay, Walter. There's also a gem bag.
too. Sweet.
There's also a gem bag update,
Yay!
which probably holding more and not finally being able to carry all 0 of our onyx. Thank you,
Yeah.
Walter. There are new pets because Mod Anna.
Hey.
Yeah.
More skill scrolls.
Interestingly,
which is useful.
she wasn't even involved in the poll for those. As far
There's
as I
a
noticed.
blink pet. I'm going to leave that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I want my KG Pillar.
Magic in your
Yeah.
face.
Let's all just. Can we just all bank on KG Pillar?
KG Pillar.
Yes.
Fun fact: one of the pets is actually not the first place winner; it's the second place winner. But somebody used like a bot or something to vote brigade for whatever actually won, so they changed it.
What, do we know which one they switched?
I do, but I can't remember it offhand.
I know one of the pictures was like some primal ram or something, and I'm just.
Oh yeah, the Dungeoneer Ram.
Yeah.
I wish that would win, but it's the panda winning for some reason.
Wait,
That one I didn't really understand, because it's just.
I feel like it's
I
vote
did not
brigade.
follow this.
It's like enough people.
Oh, if it was...
This is for the non-dungeoneering pet, mind you.
Yeah, this is completely different, but.
This is the player designed pet thing.
Oh, yeah, that,
Of course,
okay.
I have no idea what that's about.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so
and then-
the Dungeoneer Ram, that's like the second best idea I've heard all day for those pets. Second only to mine, but I didn't mine, so bye.
Yeah. There's also in this update, there's an item collector in the same vein as a bone crusher. Not sure what that even means.
It's half.
And there's apparent.
Because
There's
bone
apparently
crushers
a-
don't collect things, so what?
Yeah, yeah. And there's a bunch of little nips, tucks, and improvements for your dungeoneering, whatever. Also, Mod Anna should make a mega duck pet for us.
Oh my god, please. I have to laugh at how bad the Mega Duck graphics are, but
Oh god.
That's probably on purpose.
Yeah, at the very least, make it a teleport or something. Some kind of, like, weird replaceable animation.
But yeah, so there's that. Also, this next month, unless somebody has anything else to mention about DG.
Multi-G. That's all.
Yeah. Elder Divination was pushed back to this month, so that is happening this month. If you want us to hear us talk about it more, listen to our last podcast, the BTS, the actual April BTS, not the April Fools, although that was fun to make.
it was fun to listen to since I didn't get to be involved.
There was also originally supposed to be an Ogre Troll quest, or likely Ogre Troll quest, probably developed by Mod Timbo and Mod Deg.
But
because Dag, it didn't happen.
But because
Yeah.
Mod Deg, it got pushed back, probably to next month.
Yeah.
There's also apparently a Barbarian Assault update that is coming soon, trademark.
Soon.
Yeah.
Probably next month. But
I
yeah.
would be stunned if it wasn't next month. Just
Don't
because
say it.
how long ago the poll was.
Soon.
Soon. But yeah. That brings us back to one of the updates from this last month, which is Shadow over Ashdale.
Which actually has
Before-
nothing to do with Geena-span.
It does
Or
not
Shadows,
have anything
actually.
to do with it. Actually doesn't have anything to do with Shadows either. First things first, the Seercast would like to thank Mod Stu for being awesome and for putting up with the lore community and helping to get the timeline issues from the tutorial fixed.
Yay!
God.
Thank you so much, Mod Stu. Even I can't put up with the lore community sometimes.
It's,
We were very annoying.
We're
It's-
part
it's
of the lore
difficult.
community, and we can't put up with it at times.
We are because
we all just, like, mutually hate each other's opinions periodically, so. Yay!
And it's not like we even agree to disagree. We just disagree
Yeah.
constantly and argue as much as possible.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
I
You're
see
living
what
in
you
denial,
did there,
Lime.
Lime.
Yeah, Lime, if you've ever been on the forums, you'd agree.
Yeah.
Nudge, nudge.
But yeah, it's not a fun bunch, but we
are
very much
very bitchy
appreciate
towards each other when we want to be.
and
or when we disagree
everybody
with each other.
around, not just each other.
Wait, I just realized it's Pink Godfest.
Basically, if you read any thread on the forums that is a theory, you will see how bitchy we are to each other.
Yeah.
It's just rage.
Except for
rage,
mine,
rage,
because
rage,
nobody
rage,
ever
rage,
posts
rage,
my
rage.
threads.
Yeah, but that's your fault.
Please, not this again.
Oh dear God.
Oh no,
Anyways,
I was just
moving
teasing
along.
about Lime choosing obscure topics.
No, I know. Anyways, moving along.
Sorry.
So Shadow over Ashdale quest, it was about the Crassian infestation underneath Ashdale, or in the rock caverns that are underneath Ashdale. Yeah. It involved a boss that was the Kraken from Vindictus. Literally, it was the exact same boss.
Like every Kraken in every game ever.
As the only Vindictus player here, you might have to tell us more.
Well, I mean,
we've all seen what it does.
I don't know how Kraken bosses work in other quest or in other games. I assume that they're relatively similar, but in Vindy, it's there. You have the Kraken is eating a boat with the head on one end, and there are 4 tentacles, 2 on each side, and the tentacles attack you. Or in Vindy's case, you have 1 person for each tentacle and 4 people for the head.
Yeah, that's
also interesting is this is more like an advanced version of the Kraken in Mauritania Trek thingy.
That too.
It's pretty much
Triple
every
trekking. Thank you.
I think it's just a common game
trope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's every Kraken
trope.
in every game ever.
Yeah. And the one from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep, that one too.
Yes, said Kraken in this game, or in this quest, is named Agaroth, which is not a Crassian, but is apparently linked to the survival of the Crashians.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
The problem is we're probably never going to get more lore about it, so I'm just not even going to bother thinking about it.
I mean, I think they might toss it into some, I'm sure they'll do more with Ashdale, because it's a place, it's an actual, physical place where we can go and visit.
Yeah, now it is.
So I wouldn't be surprised if
we're
they eventually do.
We're getting an Ashdale Lodestone this month.
We are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
Because the thing we desperately needed was more lodestones.
Yeah.
Well, it's because, it is a pain in the ass to get to Ashdale. that's not...
How is
I don't think anybody
You just
would...
take a ship.
You go to the Taverley Lodestone and go south.
And that's
but then you have to go to the Taverley Lodestone and then find the guy, which I didn't know even existed until I went and played the tutorial a couple days before the quest was released.
This thing was designed for the people that have done the tutorial.
Well, I know, but still.
Noob. No, but
no, you. Anyways,
I'm a little disappointed too, just because I even specifically talked to Stu about the location, making it an interesting idea to tie it to Ham, or not Ham, Arms. They didn't. I was a little upset.
I don't know.
Because it's right by Pleasant Base.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, this could be a precedent for a Sea Slug story rework.
Yay!
According to
me.
Again, we only need the last 2 quests reworked.
Yeah, but we could rework them from being slugs to Crashens, and it would be slightly more interesting.
That might be interesting, and it would make Ashdale even more relevant.
Exactly.
While creating more rage from the lore people, actually not the lore people, these certain 4 people from our clan that
I think you mean
that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, the certain 4 people from our clan who think everything has to be their way.
Yes, okay, we'll go with that. And if you don't know who you are, that is unfortunate.
Well,
because we know who you are.
We all know that they're big fans of NSYNC, so no worries.
Oh wow.
I want it that way.
Nope.
No.
That is NSYNC,
Nope.
right?
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know my boy bands.
Moving along.
That might be a good thing if you don't know them.
That's true.
After being disturbed, the sea creatures decide to kidnap people from above. It is apparently the case that humans and humanoids play a role in their reproduction. So I'm not sure how they're able to maintain a population.
Nor am I.
Although maybe it's just that they hibernate or something.
I have to say that it's probably because of black magic and storytelling.
Why do I have
Fair
to
enough.
For me?
Yeah.
Fair enough. We'll go with black magic because that's usually how that
sounds pretty
works.
reasonable.
Mm-hmm. They deliberately left where the Crashens were from and what they are open to interpretation, so hopefully we'll get to find out someday. It is also worth mentioning that they had evolution of doors in this quest.
Yep.
They did.
That was the most impressive part.
We have set a precedent.
Yeah.
We told you
Evolution
guys
of
this
doors.
wasn't a joke.
Evolution of doors is
You didn't
now
listen.
officially a thing.
Now we just need to wait for that penguin quest.
Yeah.
Soon.
Did you see the way that gate opened?
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
like swings open, and it's really cool.
It was gorgeous.
Instead of just
We-
like
we-
snapping
we-
open.
Told you guys so, but nobody
It had
listened.
sound effects. Yeah.
Sound effects.
Insider
And
information.
even underneath, they had the screen, the door screens that just went and they opened.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my hot pink door with Doug's face on it.
Or dag.
Dordeg
I detected
is
a
now in
slight
this podcast.
double-stepping
Legend of Dordeg.
bump on that door.
Yeah, but let's not forget that one which was opened by the water barrels.
Maybe I can
was-
get
that's-
Lily Allen door in the future.
No.
That's
And
debatable.
my
No.
one big criticism of Shadow over Ashdale was they're like fiendish puzzles, and I got really excited, and no.
It's an intro quest. Like,
It was-
of course
it
it's not gonna be
But see,
fiendish.
the last time that they said fiendish puzzles, it was god statues, so I really should have expected that.
You really should know better.
They also said there were puzzles in Fate of the Gods, and
Were there?
We got a
There
little
was.
door.
there was a
station.
door.
There was a door
Actually-
for evolution
There's-
of doors.
There was sentient lightning.
Yeah.
Sentient
Oh,
lightning's not a puzzle.
God, sentient
Forget-
lightning.
Sentient Light was a hell. Getting those sarin crystals.
Why I expected god statues to actually have, like, really interesting, good puzzle. Do you know who that was developed by?
Dylan?
Dylan. Yeah. And look what we got.
Oh, you can't make everything or an evolution. Oh god, elemental workshop.
Yeah.
You could.
Well, that would be painful
Yeah,
in some cases.
that would
It'd be
be
hilarious.
glorious.
On the other hand, Dylan
That
would be my
a
best.
terrible
But then
conclusion.
we can also, if we say that about Mod Dylan, we also have to say like, well, but Mod Stu made this, so why isn't there a Gall Hunt? So
True.
Mod Stu, please.
Yeah, one thing to me that was kind of
Walter says
interesting.
the evolution of Workshop.
The evolution of workshop.
Well, hey,
Well, they-
Mod Doctor could technically be working on that.
Probably.
Oh god. No.
Oh god, that would be amazing.
Because he is in control of the EW series now, even if it didn't get
Yeah.
its vote.
Yeah, that
all
would be.
we know.
I would be very
Please,
happy if that
Can
came
we
out of nowhere.
never get another EW quest? I don't want one.
No,
He's
go away,
saying-
go away,
What
Runic.
happened?
No,
Everybody.
shun.
We still have
Shun
doors
the
that are going to
nomination.
open
Shun the
in that
nom-
workshop. Yeah, there's
We
still
got
one,
the body. I've had enough
well,
of
we-
that series.
The
we
body
still have
is
Astral
great.
and Nature that I know of that are doors in there, so.
Yeah, those are the two doors that are already
Four
guaranteed.
doors.
Like they're planning on
Okay, you
doing
guys are
the
defeating
entire
me
thing
with doors.
eventually.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Evolution of doors. You gotta have the
Doors.
nature door.
Yeah,
The Degrune.
Yeah, maybe just the astral.
be revealed in this quest.
Maybe just like the astral door can just like for at least like one frame or something, like if you turn your camera the right way, it just has Dag's face. Like as the rune in the door, and just you have to look at it right, but it's there. Just like
my
flashes
God.
bright pink and then goes away.
I feel like Doctor would be the type that would be willing to do that too.
He would do that too. Oh my
Would
god.
do that. You know he would do that.
Oh my god.
Doctor, if you're listening, do that.
Oh my god. That's
We beg
great.
you, please.
Why
can I talk to this rat?
back to Shadow over Ashdale though.
Yeah, one.
The guards were OP and hit me for 9,500.
Wow.
Please. Apparently, Walter got hit for 9k and was saved by a sign of life.
I mean,
Nice.
This,
They
I am
are-
better than you guys.
if you examine them, they are fearsome Crassian warriors. They're not kidding around, guys.
Yeah, I thought I would have
Yeah.
gotten hit by the first one though, because it was like looking at me and it didn't do anything. So I was like, okay, well this is kind of stupid. But
And then it
See,
hits
I only
spiked him
died
anyway.
once in that quest, and that was because I underestimated it. I totally forgot it was combat scaled, and I didn't bring food to the final boss. And
Speaking of which,
I kept getting hit by all the, like, unblockable damage types. And so I died, and then instead of going back for food, I just did it again. At all. Literally, the only food I had on me were minnows, and I used those.
Like a champ.
Like a champ.
Speaking of
But
which,
yeah, those Crassian guards, they weren't fucking around.
the combat scaling was actually quite good. Like,
Yeah, it was
sorta.
nice to see that. It was okay. It was actually, like, it wasn't as bad as, Death of Chivalry. Like, it was actually, this hurts if I get hit.
well, and they
I
was-
thought
it was
Missing
pretty well
Presumed
designed.
Death had the best combat scaling.
Because
These guys, they had high
Derpy
HP,
zombie green
but
guy.
these guys had high.
I think
Someone go first.
The best.
okay. Yeah, in other news, Modstu did change Death of Chivalry scaling, so it is also
Yay.
now correctly boosted.
Okay.
I was talking to him on Twitter the day of Shadow of Ashdale's release, and he was like, yeah, we went back and changed that the other day with this, and it's nice that it seems like it's working properly, because
That's good to hear.
he knew that it wasn't quite right. They were still, that was the first time they'd used it, and they were still tweaking it. And I'm not talking about the actual Crashian, like the little dudes in the quest. That's like, whatever, okay. I'm talking about the main boss, because that's the one that actually matters. And I think the main
Think about
boss
it
was
now.
balanced
Stu has
very
been
well with
involved.
regards to combat scaling.
Stu has been involved with 2 out of 3 of the good combat scalings that we have in the game now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say kind of about the boss that it is really, I was kind of glad that it actually had like different sort of attacks in different phases. Because that's kind of what a lot of bosses end up being once you get into higher levels. So it was cool to see that like introduced as a huge starter quest for people.
Yeah, and then subsequently, it's going to be, you can do it weekly. So you
Free to
can,
play's first boss.
so you can, move over, Deg. This is now the first boss for newer players.
I was really happy with the general design of it.
Yeah, I was too.
I admit I'm a little disappointed with the way the lore all worked out, but I felt like they did a relatively great job with this quest.
Yeah, I mean it's
The
it's a kind of,
puzzles, the puzzles left a lot to be desired, and there was a lot of inconsistencies with like why things happened, but I will let them go because I felt like overall it was a pretty good quality quest.
Yeah.
Now, one thing about it I did want to say that it just reminded me, Gina will definitely correct me because I know I don't remember half of this stuff. This was a year ago, but there was sort of like a side quest in Skyrim that's almost the same thing. Like, I don't hate the quest, but it's sort of the same. It's like, you end up going to like some fort or you find it and there's just dead bodies and you have to figure out why. There's an ice cave underneath and there's all these like, just gross, crabby creatures. I can't remember what they're called.
Okay.
Yeah, and then eventually you get to the end and there's a final boss and it's just really fat and it hurts and it kills you if you're not careful.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
And you find people inside it.
Yeah, they spit acid in it. Yeah, it's really disgusting. But yeah, it kind of reminded me a little bit of that. Not that I dislike that, because that was actually kind of a fun part of Skyrim, because I got really mad at it, but yeah.
It's just,
but it was
Stuff
cool.
that can kill you is actually...
It's just a case of like, do have this stereotypical, the kind of tropey quest, like the starter quest, and this is very much one of them, and that's fine. And
yeah, it was really good though. It's not that like, oh, they're copying Skyrim. They're
as long as Fate of the Gods isn't like this, as long as the Elf Quest isn't like this, like this is supposed to be an intro quest. Like this actually fits perfectly. Apparently, there's new just in
that's what a lot of people tend to forget when they go and talk about this quest. It's
an
meant
intro
for
quest.
free-to-play noobs.
Yeah, that's what we...
Yeah,
there was definitely a lot of that. Just people saying like, oh, I wish the boss was this way, I wish this was that way, I wish the puzzle was more difficult. It's like, dude, the requirements were like...
There are none.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have played the tutorial to do it.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
very
exactly.
That's a little stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, that I felt was a little weird, but
Well, I mean, you kind of have to, if you're a new player, play the tutorial in order to...
Yeah. Well, then again, also if you look at it...
Ashdale tutorial specifically.
Yeah. Also, if you look at it from a timeline thing, apparently we're all supposed to come from Ashdale, so technically we did it.
No, that was changed.
I deny this.
Oh, it was fixed?
I don't care, I deny it anyway.
Anyways, just Gina. I do like the kind of way that it was a little bit sparse in dialogue, and that it was was kind of, there was a sense of figuring stuff out yourself while not really figuring stuff out yourself. Yeah. It is a nice change of pace, and that was the intent of it, and I think they did it well. I think it was done rather well.
They were just avoiding another Ashdale lore fail.
Oh god.
Another Magda.
Yeah.
At the end, you defeat
no dialogue here. We're done.
Barrier comes down around the people, and the first thing you see is Magda's face.
I was slightly disappointed when Magda still existed after the quest, though.
But apparently some other guy died, and no one ever mentioned him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Magda
like
survived, and the happiest man on Ashdale got killed off.
GG.
And they
They
It
seem
must
to
have
like
been.
killing off
I
the
blame
happy
Modana.
people. They like killing off the happy people. The happiest man on Ashdale, the happiest god ever,
Wait, no,
and
Guppets is
that
not
other
happy.
happy guy.
What
The
a
happiest god was
This
Bandos.
guy is totally the happiest god ever.
Bandos was so happy and friendly and fluffy, and he just died. It was sad.
Anyways, moving on. Anyways, I think
Can I just
go on.
Rest in peace,
can I just say
Diggory.
the
You will be forever missed.
Kitten, go.
the cutscenes with like the whole visual storytelling thing? Those were like seamless when they they transferred back to like your actual screen. That's a totally random thing, but when I saw that, I'm like, am I still in cutscene? And I try to move it, and it's all seamless and it's fine, and there's no really annoying screen tearing. I was happy. So thank you guys.
So, yeah, I feel like I owe someone just to say, yeah, the water was really nice.
Also, it is worth mentioning that we got to see, for the first time ever, we got to see Xenaris from Gielinor.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Except it was white and had craters and was made of rock.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Which makes
Anyways,
sense.
moving on. So there, aside from the Ashdale quest, there was a couple lore campfires. We'll start with the stuff that doesn't have to do with Prif, and then we'll end with Prif. When Maud Osborne was, I have to say this first, when Maud Osborne was asked the question, Kenneth says hi, and he's got an uneasy look as if he's planning something. So, Kenneth is a Majorat confirmed.
No, he's a Majorat,
Ah!
and a slug, and, what else was he?
He's also the Easter Bunny.
Yep.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let
the
me
Easter
pull up
Bunny
this
is
He's the new
screenshot.
god.
There's
He's
nothing
also
new
the new
there.
god.
He's from the north.
Could this be a hint to a future Sea Slug quest? Possibly rework?
I would like that.
Yes.
I would really
please.
like that.
Maybe it's a hint.
Now see, I will be totally honest, I thought the gameplay for the finale slug quest was fantastic,
Yes,
but the
agreed.
story wasn't. So literally, if they just take it, do the exact same, like, gameplay, and then just change the story entirely, I would be so happy.
Also,
Okay.
A little bit of redemption.
Okay, hold on. Kenneth is a half demon, half dragon, half elemental, half vampire, priestess of Lolth, with the powers of Superman and Batman combined. Because it's
Yo.
traditional for your god mod character's heritage to sum to greater than one. That way you get even more powers. Thank you, Mod Jack. Anyways,
Yes.
go on with whatever you were gonna say.
we need a pirate quest stat.
If Kenneth has all those powers, it means that Kenneth and Lornob are the only two gods who are great.
Pretty much. Do you think it's coincidence that Jack has opinions on both? I don't think so.
No.
No.
Anyways,
I know what you're suggesting.
I see
That's
yelling
impossible.
I see yelling in chats.
Yeah, it's like, just, I mean, we're talking about how much we argue, and now we're just confirming it. Like, we don't want to believe it, but now it's just happening.
Yeah.
No,
So
yes,
much yelling
no,
in chat.
no, yes, no,
Oh, dear God.
no,
Okay,
yes,
that's
yes,
enough.
yes, yes, no,
no,
No.
no.
And you just lost half of
Yeah,
our
it is so.
subscribers. Anyways,
Yes.
That is all.
Yeah, so. It is not.
That's enough.
That is so.
It is not.
That is so.
It
this
is
is what
not.
happens, and this is what happens
Children of
when you
Zion.
don't do podcasts for a month and a half.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
Chaos.
Anyways,
Okay, I'll bring the chaos.
chaos.
Bring to the
cookies.
chaos god.
Hail Jeff, chaos.
Hail Jeff.
Anyways, so there's apparently some Bando's origin content in development right now. Do we think that that's Timbo Deg?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, we're thinking this is Timbo
Probably.
Quest.
It doesn't really make sense for it to be much else, to be totally honest.
Yeah, probably not.
considering they like to keep
Wait.
the quest they don't know about secret.
Wait.
We're really
Line,
good at
please.
finding out about the quests that they claim are secret.
Yeah, we are. We have Walter for that.
Lime.
And
Like, for
Orange.
example, they told us that May's quest would be a quest that we never would have, or April's quest would be a quest that we never saw coming, and then it was the Ashdale quest that we already knew about.
Of course, there could have been some messing up with regards to the timeline too. So
Yeah, I still had to chuckle at that. Was Osborne's like, yeah, April's quest will be one that we've kept very, very secret. You guys have never heard of this one. And then Ashdale quest that they already told us about.
Well, that's one of a kind.
Well, I guess
different
we're
breed.
all expecting a second one of the kind.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
one of a kind came out of
Yeah.
nowhere. That was
one-
like, wait, what?
I didn't see that coming from anywhere. I was
So yeah, it
so-
Well,
does feel
it
like
almost didn't come out of nowhere. We did have one hint towards one of a kind.
We-
Just nobody
we
got
hints.
it.
Guys,
Just
They
we all
got
thought it was
everything
fake
got
gods.
piled
Guys!
out.
guys, Walter
What?
says that the Degbo quest is not of Bando's origin, but it is the troll quest.
it is a troll quest because Deg.
Yeah.
Well, see, we don't have confirmed that they're not the same thing yet.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yes, we do. Jack said so.
Yeah, but Jack likes to lie to us.
Oh yeah.
Jack likes to troll us.
Yeah.
Duck on a car.
Ah.
Jack came
Duck
up with duck on a car.
on
You now
a
must
car.
do mega duck on a car.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
I'm
mega
still-
duck on a car.
I'm still
Oh my
mad
God.
that when
The
that
other
when
is like... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm still mad that when Mega Duck spawns, there is no semi truck with it. I am disappointed. But, you
I have
know,
a feeling Jack behind the Mega Ducks, though.
Oh my god, duck on a car.
that needs to be the next pet. It's just that's the Mega Duck pet. It's
duck
just
on a
a duck
car.
with wheels, and it's just rolling around behind you.
Oh no.
Why did you forget to submit that?
No. Oh no.
It's happening now. It's happening.
I would buy that.
It has
Walter
to.
would buy that.
I would buy that. So happy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I would buy that if I had money.
Yeah.
Mod Osborne on what happens when you runecraft. A player travels to the runescence mine with a pickaxe, gets a rune, considers whether they really should be rune spanning, and then travels to an altar to infuse it. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Me laugh.
Wait,
No,
you-
did
so-
not run in Runespan.
Wait a second. So they go to the rune essence mine, and then they get a rune from the rune essence mine.
Yes.
Wait, when did this
Question
start?
mark?
Osborne may or may not have lore failed.
He
Bad.
does that a lot. We can give him a pass.
Yes.
Most of
Yeah.
us have forgotten how to runecraft because of
Wait.
RuneSpan.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah.
Unless you're Gordon or Gina.
Yeah.
I'm not
another
even sure
note,
Gordon knows how to do it.
Or
Do
Thorlah,
what?
apparently.
Runecraft.
I can into rune crafting.
I call bullshit.
My 99 pre-rune span says otherwise.
That is true. Nope.
Mod Raven said this on the upcoming eclipse and what it means. The moon would pass in front of the sun and block out most of the light aside from around the corona and around the edges. It would look really
I
pretty.
do
and
have to admit,
it would
I
confuse a
love-
lot of wildlife.
I love
But
that
how are
they're
we gonna
not
see the
making it-
sky? What happened?
How about we not talk over each other?
Yes, that's probably a great idea. I should stop doing that.
Well, how about we
Talking
all
over
stop
each
doing
other
that?
for the win.
In before we don't say anything.
I'm sorry, you mentioned the eclipse. That
God
means
damn it,
I-
Gina!
Gina, go!
I have nothing relevant to
I
say
would-
except you said eclipse, which is automatically spam, okay?
Oh my god.
I can't help it. So have a penguin and let's move on.
Penguins!
Sure, penguins.
Penguins.
Okay,
So-
somebody go.
Mod Raven said on positions held by Carapac and Terraket and Dragonkin Society, it's been so long now that they've likely forgotten because they're noobs, but those two examples were most likely scientists and alchemists, just like all Dragonkin pretty much were, given their proclivities, which is probably burning stuff and torturing babies.
Burning
were
stuff
very-
and torturing
And
babies.
then fireball.
Oh my
That's so
god.
bad. Oh god.
But wait,
it's
no.
also
Don't forget
Huh?
the cage. Don't forget cage fetish.
Oh
That is
god.
true.
Oh, no.
Boy.
Anyways,
Where's-
moving on.
where's this
Rowley
going?
says that the race that
You
the
don't know
Majorat are from are considered the dreams of Ma now.
Thank you.
With the Majorat specifically meaning children of Ma, and Kalon Ma or Chalon Ma or however you pronounce it is beloved of Ma, and Majorat is something similar.
I'm glad they finally took my whining into account, because I've been whining about this on Twitter for like 3 weeks.
I actually
Raven says
preferred
that
it the other
Marimbo
way
and
around.
Appy have met.
Who and who?
Marimbo and Appy.
Yay.
They have.
They've met and got along fairly well.
That pleases me, hugely.
Well, Marimba seems to get along well with anyone who is not
Everybody,
sober.
yeah. If you exist, I will get along with you.
Pretty much. Really, if
Or
you
if you
exist
cons-
and you don't antagonize me, I
If
will
you
get along
exist
with you.
and
Yeah, heavy
consume
drinker as well.
alcohol.
And even if you do antagonize me, if you drink, we're good.
Yep.
I quite like that.
I am a saint in the Church of Marimbo.
Okay, Lime.
Okay, Lime.
Would you be a saint? Because
Half my
I think
prayer.
saint means chastity.
Lime, please. Also,
Marimba? What are
Runic,
you kidding?
please.
She totally wanted to bone Holstein.
Going.
Poor Holstein.
Yeah,
Just
poor
poor Holstein.
It's still, yeah.
Anyways, the measure was most likely created by the previous cycle of Elder Gods. I don't even know what to think about that. Like, what?
Yeah, they're confusing me with this stuff.
Doesn't that break all sorts of...
I'm just gonna pretend they were wrong.
I don't know whether that breaks theories or breaks actual lore.
It breaks stuff they've said on the forums before, so I guess that kind of works.
I don't... If it was most likely created by the previous cycle... Because what it seems like is that, and I think we may have talked about this in the Fate of the Gods podcast,
This is the first cycle we've had
is that this
Elder
is...
things.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Now
We'll find
the
out.
measure, now the measure's in our banks, so it's a little freaky to have this thing that we don't really know what it is anymore.
Oh,
Maybe
what do
the
you mean
measure-
in our banks?
There.
Mine's on Frenesque.
At least
Maybe the
I
measure
hanging out
is
in the bank.
maybe the measure is the original mess up, the thing that started everything. It started the Ma corruption, which then started everything else.
See,
So-
Except
I
that
blame the
thing, but
Dragonkin.
Nobody likes the Dragonkin anyways.
I blame the Dragonkin. That
I've
is all.
personally been thinking that after Joss made the stone, the other Elder Gods were like, oh, this is kind of cool, let's do this.
I
Well,
think it was
this
confirmed.
works. I don't
I think
know.
it was confirmed somewhere that Joss made most of the Elder artifacts through use of the stone.
yeah.
But,
All I have to
like,
say
for
is that-
example, if we're talking about the Elder Forge and such.
All I have to say
Oh,
right
this is
now,
cool, let's do this. Joss clearly has the right idea.
What line?
all I have to say right now is that the measure's only purpose right now is to make sure that Saradomin knows exactly where we bank our stuff. And
That's
at least he knows we still bank on this realm.
Oh
Yes.
god, the magical
doing?
ruler is going to screw us all over.
I have one
Mine,
problem.
mine is on Frenesque, so I'm good.
I have one problem with
I
the
should
Elder
totally
back
dump it on a
scratcher.
random world.
The Elder what, Runic?
Elder back scratcher.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
My problem is that one of the mods said that it's ineffective as a weapon, though it seems to stab into concrete fairly well.
I bet.
That's true.
Maybe that's the only thing it can pierce, though. So maybe our upcoming level 90 boss that drops the 2 H's will be made of concrete.
Exactly.
Use the Elder measure to finish him off.
Let's
Yeah.
let's just hope we don't have another like Zamorak Zaros incident where it's just like, oh, this thing can stab stuff. Let's see if it can stab everything else.
Oh god.
I was fully
Stabby, 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 stabby.
Yeah.
Where's that
Virago
picture that we had
dies.
last time?
Yes,
Stick
that.
in
This
Virago,
is
see
the
what it does.
anti-Virago weapon.
Wow, okay. Yes, it is the
Wait, that's-
anti-Virago weapon now.
It goes through concrete fairly well, and I guess that's
Just
what he's
stick it
made
in his foot and he just crumbles.
I think I'd like to nominate that for line of the podcast.
The anti-Virago weapon.
Anyways,
of. Walter
Is there
says
anything
we
else
a
that we need to
Virago
mention
versus
that-
Dick fight.
Is there anything that we-
bitch? So
should mention before we move on to Prith?
No.
Hang on, wait. Stu likes my menu.
Okay,
I
Lon.
knew that was coming.
Also, King Tyrus is dead. He is very
Also,
dead.
I do want to say one more thing about V. He'd have to be pretty old or changed to be in future content. It's very possible that we'll see more of him, and Walter
AKA
thinks
he's totally around.
this supports that V is a god, because Maud Osborne didn't mention flashbacks or books.
Yeah.
And before V is Virago.
Oh dear.
I'm not even kidding.
Also, wait. Raleigh
Hey,
had-
Virago, V, seems plausible.
And we know that Virago's frickin' old, and we
Yeah.
know that V is frickin' old. There we go.
Oh
V
dear.
is Virago
Virago
confirmed.
is V confirmed.
Anyways,
I do think it would be cool if Virago was made of runescence.
Can I? Okay.
He's made
V
of
for
concrete.
Virago. Oh god.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh boy.
There we go. I support
Maud Raleigh has confirmed that the Calgarians are infernal demons, which now leads me to believe that the entire race of Sutzeroth are actually the infernal demons who have looked for another way to gain power over the entirety of the demons, and they found it.
Yep.
Perhaps.
I think that explains why the Calgarians seem to have these ridiculous powers.
For sure.
I mean,
Might
what's the guy, Harlack opening the portals?
a flame portal will flush you out.
Historically,
Oh, yeah.
he's like a
it-
giant toilet.
this is true power.
9,000 poison damage, please. Walter says they have true power. I have the power!
Oh god.
You've got the power!
No. Okay, we're moving on.
Wait,
Priff.
Please, you guys.
not yet,
Priff.
not yet. There's still a few things that I wanted to say that Raven said about Abina. Alright.
Go quick.
Okay, so Avina is not hospitable to the creation of cities, but there is one major village called Aquilar, or Aquilar or something, and that means eagle.
It means eagle in Latin.
Yes.
I'm
So,
a bird.
and like, it's probably the people of Avina are probably nomadic because they need to be able to build or take down or replace any structure that they build. So you can't find the Eiffel Tower on Avina.
So they are birds that live in tents.
Yes.
Legit.
Yes.
Also,
Okay.
the climate varies, but it's generally very dry. This would explain why you need to go down to the core in order to get water for something. Storms are constant, but these are just electrical storms, which means that, roast chicken.
Zap.
Big Eye War Chicken.
Also,
Also,
there was like
young-
one guy asking every Aviancy question ever.
Yeah, really.
Yes. I'm pretty sure his name is Sky Aviancy.
Was that RS
I would
Wing Leader?
really,
No.
I,
Okay.
No, it
I
wasn't
would
Wing
like
Leader,
if
someone
they'd
else.
stop giving out all this information before the quest has even started being made yet. Because you know that all of the stuff is going to be like completely moot by the time the quest comes out.
Anyways, the last thing
Won't
is that
happen
young
this year.
Aviancy don't have fully developed wings, which fits with a general bird, because if you throw a freshly hatched chick out of a window, then it would die.
Thanks, Lime.
Oh god.
Although that sounds like something Raven would do just to be Raven.
It sounds like a Carapac test.
Yeah, it
It
does.
sounds like something Raven would throw in there just to be like, this is what happens.
Yeah.
It would die.
Deal with it, guys.
Yeah.
Curious, I
It is
did it.
confirmed that Not Raven is an Incando dwarf.
So they constructed this device called an aileron, which totally is not a wing, like a part of a wing that's on a plane. That allows young Aviancy to glide along wing paths of Avina, and their parents attach to them to the leashes so that they don't get lost.
Kids on leashes. We have
I was
that
just going to
today.
say that was my first thought.
It's a
It's a-
leash.
Oh,
Put the
dear.
kid on a leash, man.
Just thought I'd leave that there.
Anyways.
But yeah, so
Oh wow. Wow.
Wow, Walter. That's a
A
low
new
one.
leash on life.
oh no,
It's-
Walter, please. Oh, anyways, Elf, we need to go because
Yeah, we do.
we're
Freaking
late.
out.
Alright, start
Freaking
talking.
elves.
Because
I do
I
before
don't
we
have
go,
the page open in front of me.
in the same vein of Raven wanting to kill things, Raven probably wants to kill all of the elves in a bizarre yachting accident.
Yacht.
Yep.
Yes. Yachting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This means
Ya-
war
yacht-
between Raven and
Yachting.
Anna. Anna wants them all brutally murdered by exploding glass bombs.
Oh my god.
And Raven wants them all to drown.
And
Oh my god.
If we get a mod Raven and a mod Anna quest,
Oh my god,
GF
everything.
everything.
And suddenly everyone in Gielinor is dead. The game is
Yeah.
playing.
Oh my
GG.
god.
What?
And
GG
it'll
yo.
be revealed-
GG no re.
You sure
And
that
finally,
Gielinor
we will
guy?
have to... Gina, go.
No, you said just everyone in Gielinor dies. I'm like, no, it's Great Revision time.
The Great
That
Revision's
would be-
coming early, guys.
Just because
No,
it
they'll
was
do the
Anna
quest
and
with the
Raven.
Great Revision. This is confirmed.
The quest is called the Great Revision, after all.
Anyways, clearly the Underworld quest.
We'll
But
finally
yeah, so
learn
there's,
who is Van Claus.
so
No.
anyways, the Elf quest is planned for August and is obviously subject to delays. If everything goes well, batch number 1 of the city will come in September, and second batch is probably October or something like
November is
Which means that they will come out in April and May of next year.
that. Yeah, pretty much. Batch
Yeah,
1 will
they did
include...
say November for the next one.
Okay, batch 1 will include Tower of Voices and the first 4 segments, which involve Eorworth, Kadarn, Treherne, Cruis. Oh, and that's those 4. And those involve combat, ranged magic, mining, smithing, and woodcutting and farming.
In that order. And the second one are the Heffin, the Omelette, or the...
The omelet.
Fine.
Or the umlaut.
The Heflin
God.
and the Umlaut.
or
Omelette.
it's the Umlaut.
It is Umlaut.
I don't know why those aren't the that isn't the cooking clan.
Melier or Ifel?
Malir and Ifel.
Ithel?
Ethel, yes. This previously got rid of one of the clans that was previously established, that was the Edern, but then Mod Osborne confirmed that that was now part of the Ioworth.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It's Eorworth, dang it!
No, it's Ioworth.
I think it's
Wrong.
Earworth, but I don't really care because I cannot even into elf pronunciations.
You can't even Welsh.
No, and I don't even try.
No, well.
Heffen apparently is agility and prayer, since those 2 skills go together extremely well.
See, I was really excited by Herblore and Dungeoneering going together.
The thing with
It's
agility
starting the series I wrote years ago, where I just combined 2 random skills to make minigames.
Well,
You know,
that's pretty much what they do with most of them.
That's true.
Pie
Well, I would
Slayer.
purposely take
So,
skills that didn't go together.
Pie Slayer. That is all.
Mm-hmm.
Go
I
Kitten.
didn't even get
Well,
to Fly
of
Slayer.
course,
Pie Slayer confirmed.
oh boy. Well, of course, agility and prayer go together very well because when you're running in circles, all you're doing is praying to whatever god you worship in RuneScape to make it stop.
That's so true.
What if you don't worship a god? I have to say
Then
that.
you're praying to everything else.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that there's one of the, what is it, the Heffen that sit on a pole for 37 years, because that would reference the world's longest pole sitter, Simeon Stylites,
Why?
because he sat on a pole for 37
Why
years.
are we referencing
I'm going
this?
to why
He
this
sat
as
on a
well.
door that was
And what?
noteworthy.
What is the purpose of this reference?
Because a guy sat on a pole.
Because
for
lime.
37
Anyways,
years.
moving along.
Better answer, yeah.
Line.
Because lime. Moving along. Eorworth will have, or the Eorworth clan will have the highest Slayer Master, and they're planning on making it more desirable by making commonly cancelled tasks less likely or not assigned by them. So basically, I won't get any of the tasks I get now.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Because my tasks are literally only black demons, greater demons, gargoyles, bloodveld, and spiritual mages. That is it.
One thing
Nothing
I did want
else.
to point out that was interesting about this is the fact that clearly then the Eorworth clan is not entirely evil, like we thought.
Wait,
Bullshit.
when did we think they were all
Why?
evil?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe because Lord Eorworth is sieging Briftonos and trying to kill everybody?
I don't know.
we don't know the
Wait.
reasoning behind what did that.
When did we
Yes.
even figure that out? This is in the podcast.
What do you mean, Lord Eorworth?
I mean,
Yeah, what did we learn about
have
that?
heard this point of
Because
view that has
his
been.
name's Lord Eorworth. There's always kind of the assumption.
I don't even know what we're talking about now.
If you're called Lord something, you are very evil.
Well, his
Yeah,
last
pretty
name
much.
is Yorworth. He is the leader of the Yorworth clan, so I always kind of assumed
He's a warmonger.
Well, Fang, you have to take into account that we've only heard the Kadarn point of view.
No, we've quite often talked to Yorworth. In case you may have forgotten, he was working with the Dark Elves.
Clearly for nefarious purposes.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not going to
my
actually
point-
throw that out there and actually say that that's true. I don't know anything about this.
Neither do I.
I think that most of us don't, and
Basically,
Fang may or may
is
not, but I don't even know what... It's hard to draw a line between
I just don't-
conjecture and...
Yeah,
I don't
like,
have
at this point.
my page open in front of me, so I can't quite be as accurate.
It's possible that a large portion of what we've heard about the Ioworth previously, and I'm not going to pronounce it another way, is largely just Kadarn propaganda in order to
Yeah, I was
win
gonna
this.
say, I'm now starting to think that there may be just a large number of Yorworths inside the Pritanos, like we kind of assumed. Which means that, oh my god, lots of damage. Lord Yorworth could very much have just gone rogue. Oh my god, go away, stop.
It sounds... Walter's saying in the chat that he is the Dark Elves. His clan is a large number of them, or a large percentage of them. There are a lot of them that are bad, but not all are. So...
Yeah. We never had any official confirmation of that before, so it's nice to see it here.
Essentially, Earworth is the one is the worst of the eggs, and he's also the leader.
It makes sense, though, that then they would be the Slayer Master, the Slayer guy, though.
Yeah.
That too is true.
Especially because, what was it, where did he say? Something about the Slayer Master being a creeper. Oh, here it is. The Earworth Slayer Master is a creepy collector type that has employed Kuradal in the past to collect monsters for his dungeon. They're considering having one-way mirrors in the dungeon and having him look at you and study you as you fight.
That was the
His
thing that
name is
confused me, is
currently
how would he have worked with Kuradal in the past?
Magic.
Yeah.
She would have been a baby.
That
by the
literally is the solution to that question.
time. That's true.
Or a hat. A hat could have worked.
Or he used NPC contact.
Perhaps he wasn't in the city when...
And yeah, who says
That
he's
too.
always been in the city too?
Too is true.
He could have
I
worked.
doubt a
he
creepy
could have worked
collector
through a
type
middleman.
would stay in the city forever.
Yeah. But yeah, so they'll soon release 5 design documents for players to look over. They'll be releasing one a week, and the first will cover the Tower of Voices, which they intend to be the social hub, which is very fitting. It is planned to be where you teleport in, I'm assuming via lodestone.
Yeah.
They plan on making the top secret documents in PDF form for players to read over, and will change based on player feedback.
Oh dear.
We will also
Yeah, that
get
worries
one
me.
showing the changes we helped make. So, I don't even know what to think about that.
I don't know.
Knowing player feedback, it could be good, it could be terrible.
Yeah.
We'll see. There are currently 10 skill requirements for the quest. All of them are at level 75. Not at least, or are they just level 75?
Just level 75.
Wicked.
We have ranged construction. Yeah, that's construction. Dungeoneering, woodcutting, divination isn't apparently included in the 1075s, but the requirement level was not said. All of the elf quests are required. Ninja Team is updating all the areas.
Yay.
More
Finally.
information on the Dark Lord.
There's definitely going to be an agility requirement. Seercast
Yep.
warning,
And a range
get agility.
Well, I've already got
That'll be
80
good.
whatever agility.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
fine.
over 80 and everything. So it's not-
We all have quest capes here, so we're fine.
I'll be fine after tonight, so.
Just a public
Memoriam
service
crystals.
announcement.
We knew that Memoriam crystals were coming, but lore will come from a ton of people to talk to. Memoriam, how am I failing at that word? Memoriam crystals, and they're trying to push something from the quest into the core city. And Memoriam crystals might cover what Saren was doing during the God Wars, among other topics.
I mean, we know at the end of the God Wars, Saren apparently blew herself up because that's how gods die.
Alatu Mekin.
Yeah. Yeah, because of course
I guess-
you
Yep.
need a crater in the forest if you had a crater in the desert.
Yep.
I'm going to say when it comes to the lore, that I'll expect the Memoriam crystals to be the ones that tie into Fate of the Gods and all that, whereas all the dialogue to be mostly like just legends told about Saren.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
Because I'd be surprised if they all know all the true facts about Saren.
Oh, I would be shocked if any of them know any true facts, aside from like one or two people. Like, I would be shocked. It's gonna be mostly conjecture.
And then anyone who does know gets condemned as the next Magda.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh god. Poor Magda. Except not really. She's weird.
I don't
Anyways.
actually feel bad for her ever.
But yeah, the city is in a crater, which was created when she blew herself up. There's new crystal flasks and potions as a part of the Herblore edition. This will allow you to combine overloads with other things, such as goblin transmogrification potions or whatever.
Yes.
Hopefully we get
plus
overload,
goblin
super anti-fire, prayer renewal combinations as they share a 5-minute timer. Players will have to discover, find, buy recipes. There are 20 recipes so far, but they expect to add more.
Yes.
One of the elf families might consist more of just elves. More than just elves.
Freaking elves.
What?
Wait.
Happy Polyos.
I'd just like to point out that my personal suspicion is that there might be, like, light creatures in one of the elf families.
Or it's that crystal
light creatures. Or it's just crystal cows.
It's a crystal cow.
I think it's
with
crystal cows.
Maud Osborne's face.
Alternatively,
Yeah,
talking Polyos.
Or cow.
Yeah, we need
Crystal.
we need that.
Stop
And
chewing,
Mosborn
goddammit.
Cowface is going to be in the podcast. Anyways, Dungeoneering area will include a mine. Raven asked if you could mine Castle Wars tickets from it.
Because they did say it would help with your completionists.
Yeah. The clans are going to have capes and players are going to be able to access them. It won't be like God Emissaries though.
Yeah.
Good.
Maud Osborne emphasized that the capes look awesome, and I'm really just hoping that it's not like the thin style of cape we have now. I want a super big, super
rework.
wide, super long, flowing cape.
I want a
A la Game of Thrones style.
Buying skill cape rework.
I want to wear an omelet on my back.
Lime, please.
The entire thing is it's just like a rectangle of particle effects that stretch like 10 feet behind you.
Exactly.
Really, I want the version of the cape that Caramare had in the Battle of Lumbridge. Just not hot pink.
No, it'll be hot pink with Deg's face on it.
Yes.
Well, if it has Deg's face on it, then we can roll with it. But if it's hot pink without Deg's face, we have a problem.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now you're
Our
just...
thoughts exactly.
Deganeering.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Deg cape. It's the Deg face cape.
Yes.
One true
with that you get from 99 Degianeering. Oh my god. Why is Deg face a thing still?
It has to be.
No idea.
Why is Deg face still a thing?
This has to be a thing.
Oh my god.
I honestly don't know.
I don't think anybody knows. It just kind of happened, and now it's like, oh my god, what is this?
But yeah, seriously, I really hate the thin design of capes we have now.
And if anybody's watching this, you should probably look at the actual video.
There's going to be lots of Deg face.
There's going to be a treat for you. But yeah, anyways, is there how much? Well, am I missing anything from Elf City, or does anybody want to mention anything else about said Elf City?
I can't think of anything.
I have something to mention.
Go. No, that would not. No.
You
Anyways,
told me
moving
go.
on.
You told me go.
Oh. What?
I don't even know what I don't know what happened.
Nothing happened.
Not
Something.
unless I mention Elund. I don't know what Elund is.
Eluned.
Or who Elund is.
The enchanter of the...
he spelled it wrong.
Oh, yes.
Walter, please.
Eluned.
The clan she is in. I don't know what clan she's in. What clan is she in, Walter?
We don't know.
Whichever clan
okay.
uses the least auto-tune.
The omelet clan.
Cause you know some of the singing is going to use auto-tune.
It's gonna be auto-tuned. Oh god.
boy.
That's terrible.
Okay, I now
wanted
just have this
Marimbo to
horrible
be
image in
auto-tuned.
my head of T-Pain doing all the vocals.
T-Pain doing all the vocals.
RuneScape! Elf City! Priff did it! Yeah!
Oh no. Anyways, ePiKnight is officially...
I'm in a crystal! Okay.
No, okay, that's enough.
threw it
Mono's
off
more confirmed that ePiKnight is officially go away. Call recorder is officially a member of the Ithel Quest.
Plan.
Ithel Quest.
Title.
Walter,
Clan.
please.
Clan.
Ithel Clan.
Dang
I
it.
can't talk
Waltered
either.
up.
Walter
I
just
apparently
wants to-
am unable to talk. I cannot into talking.
Walter just wants a quest so badly that he just inserts quests into every sentence. Quest.
Exactly.
It's a miracle that he doesn't have a mic then, because all we'd hear is quest. Quest.
Yeah.
Quest.
Yeah, that's Walter's voice right there.
Want quest.
Quest.
Need more quest. Want to go to quest.
No.
I'm the best at quest.
I can't quest today for some reason, I just keep questing quest.
Hey, lady. When are we gonna get next quest?
Oh my god. And the sad thing is, it fits. It's like what the clan does to J-mods.
Yeah.
Quest?
It
Yeah,
is.
it is.
It is exactly what we do, J-Mod.
Oh my god. What have we done?
Like anyone can do this, because right now I'm kind of busy. But if you want to get that just Space Core and put a lore noob hat on it in paint, go for
Do
it.
it! Oh my god, we have to have it now.
I can't do it at this moment, but please
oh my
somebody do
god,
it.
what
Screw it,
just
I'll
happened?
Do it.
Whatever we have done, it is for the greater good of mankind.
Indeed.
It's
And
gonna
dead.
happen.
Oh my god, that's so... Oh god. That is so typical of us, though.
Yep.
To go
Oh
off on a
god,
tangent and then have
so
something
much so.
amazing come out of it.
Good.
Anyways, I think that covers what we wanted to mention in this podcast. Is there anything I
Oh, wait,
missed
wait.
about anything
Wait, there was
else?
one more thing. Wait, there was one
Does
more
it
thing
involve
about
your
Kryptonite.
menu?
No, it does not
Good.
involve my menu, although it should.
No.
I need to put omelets on that menu. But on the other subject, all of the clans
You mean
had their
umlauts?
own distinct look.
You
All
mean
the
umlauts?
clans had their own distinct theme, so it'll all look
Yeah.
kind of unique, which is something I really like. So that you
Oh,
can know where you are in the city just based on like the architecture and stuff and how they dress and stuff like that. If I'm assuming correctly.
Yeah.
Gordon,
Essentially,
do you
the
have
more and
the,
more
do
we
you have the
hear-
first concept art, by the way?
Do I have what Priff concept art?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's two pieces of
it's
it.
somewhere.
If it's in the thread, I do.
I just
Yeah,
want to
we
make
have
sure
it.
because we need to put it into the podcast.
We have it.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, then I've got it.
That was all.
Okay. Okay, so is anything... they worry that people won't want to leave Priff. Well, isn't that a huge success for them?
Sort of the point.
Yeah,
I would be very happy if that was the case.
I would be
There's
very
such
happy
thing
if
as
that was
too
the case as well.
successful.
I'm kind of like
Then the rest of the
consider-
game is useless.
I mean, like the rest of the game, it's just lead up to Priff.
Pretty much.
It's just like a tutorial for Priff.
I'm fine with this. Anyways, so I think that covers everything we wanted to this time. We went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but we had the entirety of last month to talk about. We had a couple big lore things to mention, and we have the BTS for this upcoming month to talk about as well. So I think an hour 20, a little over hour 20 is
Sounds good.
perfectly acceptable for this. I'm not sure. Once again, I'm not sure when the next podcast is going to be. This month, because of the nature of the updates, it's unlikely that we'll need to do anything specifically. And there's a lot of us that have finals coming up. I know my only final is tomorrow, but I know that other people have AP testing in the next couple weeks, and then additional finals coming up in the last couple weeks of the month. So, not
we're
exactly
gearing
sure
up
when our
to-
next one's going to be, but
We're gearing
Maybe-
up to it's hopefully a good summer. A great
Yeah.
lore summer.
Yeah, maybe if there's enough lore that comes at us in the next few weeks, we'll have something to talk about. Well, we know that we're going to get the Elf City document, or we're going to start getting that.
Yeah.
So
I think
we may
maybe we should do like a quick podcast for every single elf document.
that might maybe.
Define. Wait. Did
It
you
depends on
just
what
say
it
quick
depends on what
podcast?
comes in it.
Wait. Did you just say quick podcast? Excuse me, sir. Do you know you are on the Seercast?
Yeah, this is true.
Seercast
Yeah.
shorts. Wait, what?
Well, short for us is like, I don't know, 45 minutes each.
Hey,
Something like
Kitten,
that.
Fang, and I did an awesome short podcast. Was Lime there? I can't remember.
That is true.
Yeah, I was there.
Possibly.
Yeah.
It was a 25-minute podcast on the HTML5 beta. It was
it
or on the
happened.
Combat
Yeah.
beta and the HTML5 beta or something like that. It was great.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that was
actually a short one.
I still have no idea how that happened, but it was great.
I was kind of impressed.
Like-
I can only imagine what
I'm
miracle
pretty
must have happened.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
pretty sure we talked about a pipe we saw in some concept art for like 25 minutes once. What was
Wouldn't
that?
be surprised.
You're
Yeah, I'm
dreaming.
pretty sure we did that.
I would not be surprised
No.
because that sounds like something we would do.
That is true.
But anyways, so yeah, I think our next one is probably going to be closer to the end of the month, but it depends on what comes in the design docs. We will definitely keep you informed on Twitter. Speaking of which, please follow us on Twitter at Seercast. There will be a full master list of all of us involved in the Seercast in the description. Please subscribe on YouTube and
Hi, Reddit.
Oh yes, and on Reddit as well. This will be up on Reddit, thanks to Fang.
Of course.
Yep.
And I believe that covers everything I wanted to. Am I missing anything?
Lily Allen Doors.
No,
No.
Runic.
Nope.
Alright, so I guess that's everything. I hope you all enjoyed it.
I deny that reality.
And I substitute my own. And
Yes.
I will
Wait, I remember my intro. I'm selling 2,000 bread.
dear
Oh yeah. Lime wanted to make a mega duck, and accidentally, instead of putting in 20 loaves of bread, you got 2,000. So if you need bread, go buy it from Lime.
Lime accidentally all the bread. But anyways, but
Yes.
yeah, so thanks for watching, and we will see you guys later.
Are we there yet?
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Lily Allen
No.
Door.
And no, we are not there yet.